A very good morning, children. I think students of class 11 will not waste your time. Hope you have started revising chapter 2 also. Already we have conducted a test in chapter 1, and if any pending is there in chapter 1, you just revise chapter 1 also, and also start revising chapter 2 side by side. And just a recapitulation of what we have seen in the previous class. We ended the class by seeing the properties of logarithms, which we will go through once again. We have seen 4 rules: product rule, quotient rule, power rule, change of base rule. These are the 4 rules that we have seen in the previous class. What is product rule? The multiplication can be splitted using addition. Log mn base a can be splitted and written as log m base a plus log n base a. This we have seen in the previous class. Similarly, quotient rule. Quotient can be splitted and written in the form of subtraction. So log m by n base a can be written as log m base a minus log n base a. What is power rule? The power can be brought forward. Log m power n base a can be written as, this n comes before, so n into log m base a. What is meaning of change of base rule? If log m base a, here the base is a, now we are changing the base from a to x. How to manage it? Just we have to multiply one more term called log x base a. This a is nothing but the original base. So just we have included these two by ourselves. Even in place of x we can write y. So log m base y into log y base a also can be written like that. So this is called what? Change of base rule. In note we have seen 5 results. A to the power of log x base a means answer is only x. Base and value are equal, then the value of logarithm is 1, that is log a base a is equal to 1. Log 1 answer is 0 irrespective of the base. Base may be anything, a, b, c, x, y, z, 1, 2, 3, not 1, 2, 3, 4. So irrespective of that, log 1 answer is 0. If log x base y is equal to a, then we can write this in exponential form as y power a is equal to x. Y to the power of, just I have written an arrow mark here just to understand, y power a equal to x. This is called exponential form. This is called a logarithmic form. If this is the logarithmic form, the corresponding exponential form is this. If this is given, we can even write the logarithmic form like this. That is, see, the base is y, power is a, right? The base is also the base for logarithm. The answer is log value, and here the result is nothing but the power. So try to understand how to write logarithmic to exponential and exponential to logarithm. You should know that we will use in problems that we are going to see. And the last result that we have seen, log a base b can be written as 1 by log b base a. So this numerator can be brought to denominator by changing these two numbers. This we have seen in the previous class. Just we are recollecting it one more time because we are going to do problems based on these results only. So before going into the problem, even when you are writing in your classwork, just before writing in your classwork, you go through all the properties, all the rules, and write it in your rough notebook one more time, and then see the explanation of problems. Then only you can understand. Simply by just seeing one time, if you go to the problem, means you won't understand. So wherever formula comes, you should first finish learning those formulas thoroughly. Even you can write and practice. Then if you see the problem's explanation, you will be in a very good state to understand it. Okay, now we will move on to the problem section using these results, that is problems of logarithms. Problem number 66. The question is this: let b greater than 0 and b not equal to 1. Express y is equal to b power x in logarithmic form. Also state the domain and range of logarithmic function. I'll repeat the question. B is greater than 0, which means b is positive. Also b not equal to 1. Then express this exponential form in logarithmic form. Just now we have seen how to write logarithmic form, how to convert logarithmic form to exponential and vice versa. So what is given? Exponential form is given. They are asking us to convert this in logarithmic form. Also another question is posted. The question is this: state the domain and range of logarithmic function. Now first we will take the first question, y is equal to b power x. This is called exponential form. The corresponding logarithmic form is given by, just now I said, here the base is b. So for log the base is same. Here the base is b, here also the base is b. And the power is the answer here. And this number will come adjacent to log. So how to write this in logarithmic form? Log y base b equal to x. Log y base b equal to x. If you just put an arrow, it will come as b power x equal to y, which is this. B power x equal to y. So the corresponding logarithmic form for this is this. This is the first part's answer. Now the second question is find the domain and range. The domain of logarithmic function, this we should know. What we should know is logarithmic function, the domain is always positive, that is 0 to infinity. No negative of a logarithmic, no if I put log of minus 2, if I say no, that there is no meaning in it. So we cannot calculate logarithm for a negative number. Keep that in your mind. Logarithm can be calculated only for positive numbers. So the domain is only the positive numbers. 0 is included to infinity. That is why close bracket here. Infinity means open bracket. What is the meaning? Logarithm can be calculated only for the positive numbers. Therefore the domain is only positive numbers. What is the range? Range can be anything. The answer can be anything. Even negative number, 0 or positive number. So the range is minus infinity to plus infinity. Try to understand. Domain means logarithm can be calculated only for a positive number. So the domain is positive numbers. Range. What will be the answer? The answer may be anything, either positive or negative. So total interval will come minus infinity to plus infinity. So this is the answer for the second part. Now problem number 67. Compute or simplify log 27 base 9 minus log 9 base 27. They are asking us to simplify this or calculate this. In the first step, 27 is written as 3 power 3. I think you will not have any doubt here. 27 is written as 3 power 3. Similarly, 9 is written as 3 power 2, 3 square. Now we know what is meant by power rule, right? So this power 3 can be brought forward. So 3 comes before. 3 log 3 base 9. Similarly, this power 2 comes before. So minus 2 log 3 base 27. So using power rule, we are doing this. What we are doing, which rule we are using? Just we are using power rule. From this to this. Applying what rule? Power rule. Okay. Now from this 3 log 3 base 9, I am going to bring this to denominator. This 3 stays in the numerator. I am just bringing this to denominator. So what I have to do? I have to change these two numbers. 9 comes up, 3 goes as the base. Similarly here 2 stays in the numerator. Log 3 base 27, take it to the denominator so that 27 and 3 are interchanging. Now again this 9 is written as 3 square. This 27 is written as 3 power 3. Once again apply the rule. So 2 comes before, 3 goes before. I think you will understand this. Now if you see log 3 base 3, if these two are equal, the answer is 1. So 3 by 2 alone comes, because log 3 base 3, what is the value? Value for log 3 base 3 is 1. So only 3 by 2 remains. Similarly log 3 base 3 here is also, it is equal to 1. So 2 by 3 alone remains. So now this is reduced to 3 by 2 minus 2 by 3. What is the LCM for 2 and 3? 6. So cross multiplying, 9 minus 4. Answer is 5 by 6. I think you will understand this, as everything is based upon the properties and results of logarithm. We will go for the next sum. Problem number 68. Solve. Some 3 terms are given and they are asking us to prove that is equal to, not they are asking to prove. Solve means find the value of x. So 3 logarithmic terms are given, and if I add all these 3, the answer is 11 they have given. So using this result, try to find the value of x. That is the question. So I am going to explain it quickly, just listen. First I am going to bring all the 3 terms to the denominator. So what happens? These two will get interchanged. So that is the first step. 4 and x gets interchanged. 2 and x gets interchanged because we are bringing all the terms to denominator. Now 8 is written as 2 power 3. 4 is written as 2 square. This 2 just we are writing as it is. Power rule. So 3 is coming to the front. 2 comes to front. This as it is equal to 11. Now if you see all the 3 terms, the denominator has one term in common, that is log 2 base x, log 2 base x, log 2 base x. So take that 1 by log 2 base x as common. So what remains here? 1 by 3. What remains here? 1 by 2. What remains here? Just 1. So 1 by 3 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 equal to 11. Now take LCM for this. LCM is 6. Here 2 will come, right? I will be writing the answer here. LCM is 6. What will come in the first term? 2, right? Because 3 into 2 is 6. So numerator will have 2. LCM is 6. So 2 into 3. Here into 3. 1 into 3 is 3. Here we are having only 1, right? So LCM is 6. So I should multiply by 6. Also numerator should be multiplied by 6. So plus 6. 2 plus 3 5. 5 plus 6 is 11. So 11 by 6 comes equal to this answer. 11 comes here. 11 gets cancelled. So again this is written to the taken to the numerator so that these two gets interchanged. 6 also is going cross multiplied here. So it becomes 6 here in the right hand side. 11 gets cancelled. This term goes to the numerator. So log x base 2. These two are getting interchanged. 6 is going to the other side. So just convert this logarithmic form to exponential form. What we have to do? Put an arrow mark like this. 2 to the power of 6 equal to x. So this is nothing but exponential form. What is this? Exponential form. What is this one? Logarithmic form is converted to exponential form. You know very well 2 power 6 means 64. So x value is 64. So we got the answer here. Passing on to the next sum. Problem number 69. If one condition is given, a square plus b square equal to 7ab, if this is the case, show that log a plus b by 3 equal to half of log a plus log b. So one condition is given to us. Using this condition, we are going to try and prove this answer. What is this? Log a plus b by 3 is equal to half of log a plus log b. This we will try to prove by taking this result. We will see how it is. So in the answer, first we will write what is given. What is given actually? A square plus b square is equal to 7ab. This is the given condition to us. We need to prove this result. Log a plus b by 3 equal to half of this. So from this condition, I am going to write a square plus b square as a plus b whole square minus 2ab. Don't ask how it is because we know the formula for a plus b whole square. What is a plus b whole square? I'll explain it here. A plus b whole square means a square plus b square plus 2ab, right? So a plus b whole square, these three terms will come, and also we are having minus 2ab. So if I put minus 2ab here, what happens? These two will get cancelled. So you will be getting a square plus b square, which is present here. So what we are telling, a square plus b square can be written as a plus b the whole square minus 2ab. So it can be taken as formula also. So what is the first thing? A square plus b square is written as a plus b whole square minus 2ab, and the 7ab is as it is. Take this 2ab to right hand side. It will become plus 7ab plus 2ab is 9ab. Right? Now we are going to take log on both sides. Taking log on both sides. So here also log will come. Here also log will come. Power rule, applying power rule, 2 will go to the front. So 2 log a plus b equal to, this is product rule, m, n, even I can take 3 terms are present in multiplication. Multiplication means what? In addition we can write using power rule. So how to write? Log 9 plus log a plus log b, in which log 9 alone is taken to left hand side, so it becomes minus log, instead of writing 9 I am writing 3 square, and these two terms are present in the right hand side. Now see, 3 square means this 2 power rule, if I use power rule, 2 will be taken forward, so 2 log 3, just from this to this, just we are taking using power rule and bringing this 2 to the front. Now for these two, take 2 as common, so it comes like this, right hand side as it is. If I just take what is quotient rule, log m minus log n can be written as log m by n. Again I repeat, log m minus log n can be written as log m by n. So using quotient rule, this is combinedly written like this. 2 is taken to the other side, it becomes 1 by 2 and log a plus log b. So which is the result that we needed? See, log a plus b by 3 equal to half of log a plus log b. So hence we proved the asked result. Next problem, problem number 70. Prove that log 2 plus some 4 terms are given. So by simplifying, by adding all these 4, we need to prove the answer is 1. So if I add all the 4, the answer is 1. That is what we need to prove. So in the first step, using the rules of logarithm, now see, all are in plus symbols. So first I am going to write log and then multiply all the numbers. 2 into, see, if first 16 will be taken to using power rule, power can be brought forward, even the front number can be taken to the power also. In both ways we can use the result. So if I take 16 here, what will happen? 16 by 15 power 16, it will come like that. Similarly 12, 25 by 24 to the power of 12. 7, if I take this to here, 81 by 80 to the power of 7, right? So that is what I have written here. Again I will explain it here. If log m plus log n, if it is the case, what we will do? We will write only one log and write mn. Log mn can be written as log m plus log n. Vice versa, log m plus log n can be written as log mn. So here we are having 4 terms which is present as all the 4 terms in between symbols are plus, right? So we can use this result. Before using this result, suppose I am taking the 16 to the power, 12 to the power, 7 to the power, then apply the result. So log m plus log n means write only one log and multiply the numbers. Similarly for 4 log, just I am writing only one log and multiplying all the numbers. 2, here the number is 16 will be taken here. So 16 by 15 power 16 power will be taken here. So 25 by 24 power 12, everything is multiplied. All the 4 numbers are multiplied here. So now I'll try to simplify this. If I simplify this, what will be the answer that I'm going to see, right? We will see in the next step. Now I'm not going to explain the simplification. You try to observe this and try to understand. Only one step I'll be telling you. 16 by 15 power 16, that is the first term present in the previous step. Now what I'm going to do is, this 16 can be written as 2 to the power of 4, 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, right? By this 15 is written as 3 into 5 and then to the power of 16. This is what we are having. Now if I simplify this, if 2 powers are there, we should multiply. 4 into 16 is what? 2 to the power of 64, because 16 4s are 64, divided by, at the same time this power will go to the denominator also. So what will happen? 3 power 16 into 5 to the power of 16. It comes like this. Again I repeat, 16 can be written as 2 power 4. 15 can be written as 3 into 5. Now apply the power. 16 4s are 64. 16 will come here and here also. So it comes like this. So that is how we have written here. If you see, 2 power 64, 3 power 16, 5 power 16. In the same way we are doing other terms also is done in the same way, and cancelling you will be getting log 10. So log 10 means automatically, if base is not given means we can take it as 10. If base is not given, we can consider it as 10. So log 10 base 10 as answer is 1. Because log a base a answer is 1. So log 10 base 10 is 1. So try to understand the calculations. Do it by yourself in your rough notebook and understand. Problem number 71. Prove that when we multiply these 3, the answer is 1 by 8. See the question. When we multiply these 3, answer is 1 by 8. We need to prove. So in the first step, we are bringing all the 3 terms to denominator so that these 2 will get interchanged. That is this. Apply power rule. 2 comes before, 2 comes before, 2 comes before, right? Log a base a, answer is 1, 1, 1. So 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2 alone stays. When we multiply, the answer is 1 by 8, which we have proved. So try simple sum. Try to understand. Going for the next sum. Question number 72. Prove that log a plus log a square plus log a cube etc. log a power n equal to n into n plus 1 by 2 log a. So this is LHS and this is RHS. We need to prove that they are equal. So we are taking LHS alone first. In all the terms we are having log a. So taking that as common. So what remains here? 1. If log a goes out, 2 remains, 3 remains. In the last term, n remains. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus etc. n. 10th standard you might have studied this. This is sum of first n natural numbers, which is called sigma n, and the formula is n into n plus 1 by 2. So the formula for this is n into n plus 1 by 2 and log a stays, which is RHS. So we have proved the result. Question number 73. If these 3 are equal, that is log x by y minus z, log y by z minus x, log z by x minus y are equal, then prove that x, y, z equal to 1. If these 3 are equal, we need to prove x, y, z is equal to 1. So first we are taking the given condition, these 3 are equal, and we are also equating it to k. Let all the 3 are equal, let all the 3 be equal to k. we are taking all the 3 is equal to k. So what happens? Take first and last term, first term and last term, and cross multiply this y minus z with k. So you get this step. Similarly, by second and last, just cross multiplying this, you will get second equation. Similarly, by taking these two and cross multiplying this, you will be getting the third equation, 1, 2 and 3. Now adding 1, 2 and 3, 1 plus 2 plus 3 gives, first add LHS, log x plus log y plus log z equal to, add RHS. K is common for all the 3, so take k as common, balances y minus z plus z minus x plus x minus y. And if you see, you can clearly cancel everything, minus z plus z minus x plus y minus y, everything gets cancelled. So the answer is, since everything cancels, 0, 0 into k is 0. And if you see the LHS, product rule, log x plus log y plus log z, which means I can use only one log and multiply the numbers x, y, z. And the right hand side becomes 0. So what is the meaning? When log will become 0, we know log 1 is, answer is 0. What is the meaning now? We know the result, log 1 value is 0. But if you see this, log xyz equal to 0, it comes like this. So what is the meaning? Xyz should be equal to 1. Xyz should be equal to 1, then only this value will become 0. Try to understand, we know the result, log 1 equal to 0. Now we are getting log xyz equal to 0. So what is the meaning? This xyz should be equal to 1. So that is the result that we needed to prove. Prove that xyz equal to 1, and we have proved xyz is equal to 1. Moving on to the next sum. Problem number 74. Solve. Solve means we have to find the value of x, that is the meaning. Log x base 2 minus 3 log x base 1 by 2 equal to 6. This is the condition given. Solve means what is the meaning? Find the value of x, that is the meaning. So what we have to do? Just taking this to denominator. You know very well what will happen when we take numerator to denominator. These two terms will get interchanged. So 2 will come above, x will come as the base. Same thing, 3 stays in the numerator. Log x base 1 by 2 is taken to the denominator so that 1 by 2 comes above, x goes as the base, equal to 6. I think you will understand. Nothing new in it. We are using the results that we have studied in logarithm. Now this I am writing as it is. If you see this, 3 by log base x 1 by 2, just take this 2 to above numerator, so it becomes 2 power minus 1. In the denominator 1 by 2 power 1, right? If you don't understand, a simple reason, 1 by 2 can be written as 2 power minus 1. 1 by 2 and 2 power minus 1 are equal. So instead of writing 1 by 2, I am just writing it in power, 2 power minus 1. Why? Because power can be brought forward. That is the idea. So keeping this term as it is, just bringing this power minus 1 to before, it will come in before. So minus log 2 base x, that minus can be mixed up with this or combined with this so that this becomes plus. Why minus has become plus here? Using power rule, minus can be taken to the front. So combining these two minus, we are writing it as plus. So 3 by what remains here? Log 2 base x equal to 6. Now if you see these two, the bases are, the denominators are same. So I can write it directly. I can add 1 plus 3 is 4 because the denominators are same. So log 2 base x, directly I can add 1 plus 3 is 4 equal to 6. Cancelling in 2 table. So this becomes 2, this becomes 3. So 1 by, even this 2 is taken to this side, becomes 3 by 2. Now writing this in numerator, what will happen? These two will get interchanged. So log x base 2 equal to 3 by 2. So applying This is in logarithmic form. This is in logarithmic form. How to write it in exponential form? Put an arrow mark like this. So 2 to the power of 3 by 2, 2 power 3 by 2 equal to x. This is called exponential form. See this 2 power 3 by 2, once again I am splitting like this, 2 power 3, another power 1 by 2, because if 2 powers are there we should multiply, so multiplying means 3 by 2 we will get. So 2 power 3 power 1 by 2 equal to x. 2 power 3 means 8, power 1 by 2 means root. 2 power 3 means 8, half power half means root, so root 8. Root 8 value is 2 root 2. Since we are taking root, put symbol plus or minus. So x is equal to plus or minus 2 root 2 is the final answer. We'll go for the next sum. Problem number 75. Solve log of one quadratic equation was given and the base is 5 minus x equal to 2. Again solve means find the value of x. Just writing this as exponential form will be getting just cross. How to write in exponential form? Just take this, put an arrow mark here, 5 minus x power 2, 5 minus x power 2 equal to this x square minus 6x plus 65. Expanding in a minus b whole square, you will get these three terms, and these three terms as written as it is. X square gets cancelled, plus 65 going this side minus 65, so 25 minus 65 is minus 40, minus 10x goes to this side becomes plus 10x, 10 minus 6 is 4x, cancelling 4 and 40, getting the value of x easily. X is equal to minus 10. So with this we are completing chapter 2. To exercise 2.10 will be taught to you later. So leaving exercise 2.10, you start revising all other exercise and try to complete as soon as possible the second chapter, right? And homework sums will be given in logarithms also. Finish it and send it to me, and also revise second unit, right? Thank you, children.